Anyways, doesn't matter to me. I don't know.
Which one, Steve?
I feel like they both start with
Let's
S.
flip a coin. All right, so let's just say we missed the opportunity to talk about the Switch OLED model, which I kind of want one. The white looks fucking sweet, and I know they know. I know that they know that they should have released a white console because of how many skins and how many people or like recased their Switch in white.
It does look so.
The white
looks great.
It looks
so
fucking
clean.
great. The white dock looks awesome.
Yeah.
The OLED screen's gonna be nice. Really, when it launched, I was like, I want one, but then I was like, I have two. Like, I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You guys have like 4 or
There's
5
six
in your house.
There's
in our
4
house.
people in
There's
our house,
6?
and there's six.
So hold on.
Switches.
So we had the original models.
You guys could have a
Hold
whole
on, hold
fucking
on.
party.
Me, Sean, and Danielle all had the original model, and then we bought the Animal Crossing Switches, which were upgrades, by the way. Better battery.
Dude,
That's pretty much it.
it's the same.
It's
And-
not the
Switch.
same.
And Danielle did get rid of her old one, so she only has one. Sean and I were like, we'll keep ours around because maybe we could hack it. Maybe we'll
Because
just
we have the
have it.
OG Switch that
Yeah.
you can hack.
And so we're
Y'all
like,
are
we'll
never
just...
gonna hack it.
I mean, I've
Maybe.
looked at
I
it
mean,
many
I could
times.
see
I
you
just,
hacking it.
I
I
just
might,
haven't
yeah.
needed to, which maybe we'll get to in a minute. Why I might never need to, but
Yeah.
I feel like it was cool, and I've definitely looked at it, but the setups to do it, I'm sure recently it's gotten better, but there was like all this shit where you had to like jig
Short
up
it.
like a pin thing, and then
We
they made
talked about
jigs
it.
for it. But anyways, it's cool. I do think that the screen is gonna look a lot bigger than people think because it's only 0.8 inches or whatever bigger.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's
even
big.
dude, you can obviously tell the bezel on the
Yeah.
fucking Switch is enormous
Yeah.
for no reason.
For sure.
I think it's gonna look a lot better. OLED is fire. I mean, I know everyone knows OLED's great, but
Yeah.
give put some respect on the PS Vita's name because that OLED screen,
Dude, that's what
is
everyone was
awesome,
like.
dude.
It's like the PS Vita did it first, and like,
dude, the Vita was way ahead of its time. Fuck all the haters. Fuck Sony for letting it die. The Vita's
Yeah.
fire, but the Switch looks really cool, and I feel like I can't justify buying another one, especially because since I've gotten my computer, I've definitely
well,
played my Switch way
you
less.
did point something out to me that you were like, I would have spent $950 essentially raw in hardware from Nintendo
if I
if I bought the third one.
yeah.
Which is the same thing for me. Because
I thought that was a PS5 you were buying.
no.
Well,
$299 for the first Switch we bought, $299 for the second Switch we bought,
And then the new one.
$350 for the third one, which would be essentially $950, $1,000 I've wasted on the Nintendo.
and God
console.
forbid in another year or two they actually announce either a Pro or a real Switch 2, and then I'm like, well, fuck.
Yeah.
See that? So that's my
That's the
issue with it.
scam.
I love
how
the way it
Nintendo
looks.
gets you.
I might end up just like buying the white Joy Cons.
See, that would still look clean though. Like,
Yeah.
But so
I don't
And
know
it's
that they're
still
going
not
to
the
release
full
the
price,
white
like-
white Joy-Cons by themselves.
they might not, but
I don't know.
All
that
the
they
other
would do
ones
that.
have
I
been.
think the
All right, maybe they
the
might.
big screen is contingent on how often you play in handheld mode. I never play in handheld.
I know,
mode.
and
Yeah.
that's not
Yeah,
for
that's
you.
And so
Am
I
I-
don't really want it.
Yeah.
So
like Susan, she only plays with the like controller.
I only play with the
adapter,
dock.
and I mean,
I
it
play
works great.
I play handheld mostly,
Oh,
But I
know.
Oh, yeah,
but I
no.
also don't. I haven't been playing it that much. Like, there's a couple games I had when I got my computer, and I just have not even like barely played them. There's a couple of games I have played on the Switch since I got the computer, but every time I bring it out to go somewhere, I'm like, oh, go with my friends and bring it. I mean, maybe we'll end up playing like 4-player game, but then they also have a Switch, and we're probably playing
Yeah.
it on theirs. I really haven't been using.
I will
mine
say
much.
that the best reason for owning a Switch is still just Nintendo
Nintendo
exclusives.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
Nintendo
Yeah.
does release really fire games,
Yep.
and they do a great job with them.
Uh-huh.
And they're never going to release that for something else. So I feel like going forward, I'm probably always going to own a Nintendo console, whatever their newest one is. I don't think I'm going to buy the fucking OLED model, even though I want it. I would just feel stupid for spending $1,000.
It feels wasteful a little bit
Yeah.
because you're not getting power. You're just getting
Yeah.
visual.
Which I don't really care about, like 4K or whatever the fuck. But
It's
sucks
never
that
gonna. That's
Nintendo
never gonna come
playing
to the
with
Switch.
power.
But I'm saying it sucks that they didn't
Not
do
really,
anything
though.
to make it where games like Breath of the Wild, which was a day one game for the Switch, still has some areas where it stutters.
Yeah,
like it'd be sweet if
Yeah.
they
Oh,
had
yeah,
it
there's some
where
frame drops for sure.
that just didn't happen anymore. It's powerful enough where that's not a problem. And
Yeah.
there's I don't. want to get into the whole thing, I guess, but who was your man's that we were watching the video on the other day about how they could have just increased even like the RAM and they would have had a lot
Oh
of...
yeah, you know who it is.
Yeah.
Dude, I watch all of his videos.
This episode's over. Just kidding. Fucking
Modern Vintage Gamer, dude.
But-
he's so good.
console.
I'm just saying it was interesting because they could have done
Vintage
just a little
gamer.
bit and it would have been helpful. It was mostly about like the actual RAM, like read speed, right? But
yeah.
still,
But even increasing the amount, developers have had a hard time fitting their games on the Switch because there's not enough RAM on that machine. And he had a good point. It's 2017 when it launched. It's 4 gigs of RAM, I think, in the Switch. Enough, right? At that time to fit those games. Yeah, there's only 4 gigs of RAM.
What?
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. I think
And
it's
so,
more in the
Like
iPhone.
minimum now for
Yeah.
most games is at least 8.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. So people have
Not
fit
Nintendo.
the Witcher 3 on Switch.
and Doom Eternal.
Doom
like,
Eternal, which is
Really?
brand fucking
Which,
new game.
you know,
and
Panic
you're squishing
Button-
that into 8 fucking gigs. I mean, I have 32 gigs of RAM on my PC.
I mean, I only have like 16, I think.
you
but that's
really only
enough.
need 16.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
more than enough.
Yeah. So most
4
games you play
gigs.
are
They're
So
out of
I don't know
their
That's
how
insane.
I
I
don't-
don't know
it-
why they're
developers
I
are
guess
pulling
it,
some.
It drives down costs
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
for
why.
sure. But
like 100%.
it's
yeah.
just funny that like they could have done something to make it a better, even like 6 gigs. I don't know,
Yeah.
something to make it a little bit better. Where
But you got to think of like how much money they're saving by
Sure,
not
it's
doing
I
those
mean,
upgrades.
dude,
and
it
they're
keeps
making
it under
killing in
$400.
their
Yeah.
sales
But this is
still.
also what Nintendo does: is they release 3 or 4 iterations of their fucking console. Like this, the DS. How
always
many
done this.
fucking consoles?
the DS, DS Lite, DSi.
I mean, they've done
No,
this
no.
since
So
Game
not
Boy.
even considering a upgrade. Okay, you're right. Actually, DS, DSi, DS Lite was 1 generation,
yeah,
and then they did
3DS.
3DS,
3DS
2DS,
XL,
2DS, 2DS XL, 3DS
3DS.
XL,
new.
new 3DS,
3DS.
new 3DS XL,
new 2DS
new
XL.
2DS.
So
You know, it's bad when they start naming it new.
Dude,
Well, so that's a dumb naming convention.
Yeah, this
but
is
also
we talked about
the,
that.
the new the new models are actually more powerful, but they barely did anything other than okay, there's like 2 games that are exclusive to it, and
Yeah.
you can get SNES games from the Virtual Console, whereas the original 3DS can't. Even though if you hack your 3DS, it's plenty powerful enough to run fucking SNES games on
Yeah.
it. So it didn't make any sense. They did stuff like that where it was like, okay, why Nintendo? But yeah, I mean, they do this shit all the time. They always do it. Even the Wii had multiple iterations that people forget about because no one bought any
I
past the
remember,
day
yeah.
one version.
Yeah.
And
It was all about Wii Sports,
The
fam.
Wii was janky, man. It just had so many like flaps and like things that could just fall off of it.
Dude,
Yeah,
but
well,
dude, I remember.
Nintendo used to be
that's
about ports and
like
shit.
That was their best-selling console
that-
for a
yeah,
long
it was
time.
good.
So,
It was
I
good.
remember
I still
tr-
had fun with it, but it was still kind of janky.
dude,
that
I
was the
didn't
first
love.
time that I tried to find a console and couldn't find it.
yeah, my mom
didn't-
spent twice. She bought it off like eBay for 2 times the price for me for
It
Christmas.
was it was our last Christmas present before the divorce. So that's
Oh, well, way to bring down the episode.
Actually,
there,
that's
Sean.
how she describes it. She was like, I wanted to make it one. But anyway,
Episode
one last Christmas
over.
before the divorce.
Hold on.
you're not that guy. Shout outs
Basically,
That
yeah.
shout
was
outs
so-
to Lisa.
That
But
was really a sad moment. But yes,
Yeah, but anyway, I mean, I'm not butthurt about that.
sad trombone.
It just is how I remember that console.
Yeah, it's. I mean, what games? What, y'all got any games for it? What,
Oh, we
what
got-
games
Dude,
you
I
have?
feel like I didn't play the Wii at all because we had a 360 at the same time.
Sad.
Oh my god.
Wii Sports Resort was fire.
I didn't play that.
I played Wii Sports. I
We
never
played
got
Wii
Resort.
Oh, sorry.
Sports because it came with
Wii Sports,
Wii Sports.
bowling,
Best-selling Wii
boxing.
game.
We
'cause
played-
it was packaged in with the
Dude,
Switch and they
the
got
Yes,
crazy
but
thing
like
is, like-
honestly, it's one of the best games.
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
Wii.
it
Dude.
was 100%.
The craziest thing is how the reason why I feel like that console sold so much is because of like nursing homes and shit. Like there are nursing homes in the US who bought a Wii just for Wii Sports for their patients to have a little bit of activity during their day. Like swinging your fucking arm.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah, I mean, I
that's-
believe
that-
that, but I don't think
I
that's.
think that's a small percentage.
yeah.
No, I do feel like that was a big reason
Well,
why
I mean, a
hold
lot
on, it
of
was
us
successful.
have-
Let's
You
like-
cannot
Dude,
say
we
that, and
fit-
there's an Xbox 360 in
No,
every
no, hold on.
fucking nursing home in the United States. There was probably a
is
Wii.
that like a
in
is that a
50
metric
to
that I should know?
75%.
I
let's
don't know that
expand on
metric.
this. Hold on. It's not just the nursing homes.
I
It's
need
the
to do more
fact that
research into this
I
one.
know.
everybody
Look
can
it up,
play
dude. It's
the
fucking
Wii.
real.
It was very intuitive.
It
where
was.
Dad sitting there with the
Dude,
controller trying to play
My
any game
fucking dad,
was
dude.
confused a lot of the
Could
times.
not. Could
He-
not.
First-person shooters
not
were
play.
impossible.
Yeah.
First-person shooters on a controller.
But
Oh yeah, of course not.
yeah, but
Yeah, well.
anyway, I'm just saying, like, that was confusing for people. You pick up a Wiimote, most of the games have some kind of motion. There's one joystick. You know, it's all, like, very simple.
Yeah.
So that kind of shit was easy for people. And then games like Wii Sports where all you have to do is,
Wii
give us-
tennis was
yeah.
fun.
So
Nice
Your
cock.
Yeah,
I think
Nice cock.
your dad was like, it's just like real bowling.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it isn't just the nursing homes, and I get what you're saying about activity and stuff, but it's the fact that your grandma could pick it up and play it as
Yes,
easily
but-
as a 6-year-old.
Look, I will say
They were on the
there's
cutting edge of that.
extensive articles done about Wii in nursing
I believe you.
homes.
That is such a random fact, Sean. How would anybody know that?
Because I worked in healthcare.
Oh, and so, okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
okay. That's why you know that. That's not like a thing people know, though.
But it's an interesting fact
It
about
is
the Wii.
interesting. It's very interesting.
So-
I'm just saying, in general,
maybe I won't bring up any more interesting topics.
bro, don't even.
as long as
fucking-
it's not, if it's
You
about
guys,
nursing
how about-
homes, keep it to yourself.
how about the weather today, guys?
just-
How's
you
it
know
been?
what?
How's it been?
We
You
can't
know?
talk about that on here.
It's weathercat.
Just save
weather
your
buff.
words. Just save your words.
Any
D-weather.
D-weather.
I think we mostly said our piece. I would have been more excited if it was a bigger upgrade. I still do kind of want one, and in fact, like, if I'm feeling saucy one night, I might just
Yeah.
buy
He's
one.
like, in
but-
fact, I already pre-ordered it.
Just
It's
I'll have to
ready.
give Steve like 12
it's
beers
at
and
the
he'll get us
store.
both one.
Yeah.
All right.
So the problem is that I was gonna buy it,
How
and
about
I
I
was
add
like,
2 to the cart?
but I was like, I need to buy a PlayStation 5 still, which I've been struggling to get, and I don't want
You
to
mean a
talk about that.
paperweight?
Dude.
God, I don't want to get into that, dude. You got some bullshit like
Bug Snacks
fucking
looks really good, dude.
Dude, come on.
every
Snacks?
console launch. How many games did the Switch have when it came out?
It's just
Fucking
paperweight
two, dude.
this year, dude. It's
Jesus
just a paperweight
Christ.
this year. Next
There
year
are
it's gonna be
games.
bomb.
You act like.
Elden Ring comes
Oh
out.
my god, dude!
It's gonna be great.
I'm just saying.
think
What
this
games have come to the Xbox Series X and S?
This is the most intense podcast I think we've ever had.
It's because Dan's
I'm
here.
Yeah.
All right. All I'm saying,
Dan's here to stir up shit.
I always stir up shit.
PlayStation 5 is fire. Xbox is fire. Game
Yeah.
Pass I know is fire. Let's
Yeah.
just say, leave it at that. Okay.